Hello everyone, this is Poorly Drawn Randomness, and today we are going to dive deep into the wacky and maybe true or untrue topic of conspiracy theories. We first start off with the theory which might prove our entire existence is a lie. The theory is called the Big Loop. The basic gist of this theory is that we are just stuck in an infinite universal loop. The Big Loop came into existence when scientists tried explaining the second law of thermodynamics, which is basically everything runs out of energy, including the universe itself. This theory is pretty new, for scientists just discovered that in order to make the Big Bang make sense, there must be something equally as powerful going on. Say, for an example, another universe dying. Since time was invented during the Big Bang, time also ended but started when the old universe died and the new one was born. Us being part of all of those timelines, this puts us in an infinite loop of living, dying, and being born into the same life again, but in a new but same universe, if that makes sense. This theory can explain things like deja vu and the Mandela effect. The second theory is that the government is hiding medicines and cures to diseases to get extra cash out of your pockets. This theory also ties into the one which states that the government is purposefully spraying us with chemicals and germs to try to get us sick. I can just imagine the people who don't have the money to pay Uncle Sam to be treated and live, to just be like, oh well, I guess I'll die now. People theorize this because the pharmaceutical branch of the economy is the biggest in the US. It makes sense for the US to protect this business because it brings in a lot of money for them. For those who've seen Breaking Bad, you can see the price it takes on Walt financially and personally, and this is only cancer. Conspiracy theorists say that the government is hiding cures to HIV, cancer, dementia, and my depression. In the wise words of Mr. Peter Schmidt, it is way more profitable to treat a disease than to cure one. The third theory is the Illuminati. I'm sure all of you people heard at least some things about the Illuminati, so I'm not going to waste your time giving you the entire rundown of it. Just know that the Illuminati is an organization of powerful and influential people influencing our day-to-day life. For those who believe in the Illuminati, they say that they killed a lot of the people who tried to out or expose the organization. Some of these people include John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King Jr., Michael Jackson, and John Lennon. John F. Kennedy was killed because he indirectly outed the society in a speech, quote-unquote, intended for the Soviets. Some quotes from the speech that pissed off the society include, "All over the world, we are facing a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that seeks to expand its influence on the earth to carry out its own ideas by covert means." As well as, they created a powerful and efficient machine that carries out military, diplomatic, economic, scientific, and political operations. Obviously, the Illuminati couldn't let the most powerful and influential world leader outing them, so they needed him gone. War is a profitable business, and it turns out that the Illuminati had a lot of economic ties to the war. Martin Luther King Jr. is a well-known pacifist, so he condemned the Vietnam War. And since he had a massive influence over people at the time and preached peace, he was seen as a threat to the profits of the Illuminati, so he had to go. Michael Jackson spoke out against the powers controlling everything in the music industry. He further upset the sect when he released the album Black or White, which preached peace and love. Because of this, he had to go. Violence and fear are two of the most controllable things a greater power can use to influence people. Michael Jackson's sister, LaToya, constantly speaks out about her brother's death. She says,
that Michael constantly told me, "LaToya, if I die, they're going to murder me. They're going to kill me."
They?
He would tell me that, Barbara. And that's when Michael passed.
Last example, John Lennon. John Lennon constantly spoke out against the influential powers of the music industry. So, just like Jackson, he had to go. Phew, Jesus, that was a lot. But, on to lighter topics now. Everyone's favorite Tibetan, the Dalai Lama, is being paid and given supplies to keep China in check. So this innocent man is a vessel of the US. But in reality, this was like a big FU to China. Oh, I also forgot to mention, this is not a theory. This is complete fact. Search it up. The next thing is also a fact, but Canada in the 1960s literally created a gaydar machine. They did this because they were scared that the Soviets would blackmail officials' sexuality to give them important info on the West. So Canada developed these tests, which ended up excluding and firing more than 400 government officials. Some of these people were completely straight and had no correlation with the LGBTQ community. This was because these tests had a lot of outside variables such as lighting, which influenced the dilation of the pupil, which was used to conclude their sexuality. Not so inclusive and friendly now, Canada, are you, huh? It's okay, the 60s were a crazy time for everyone. Just say sorry. Oh, and sorry about how I treated you back there. That was very mean of me. This is Poorly Drawn Randomness, and if you enjoyed that video, please hit that subscribe button and like button because it does take me a while to make these. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.